Welcome back to Sampstra Games, the place to find new strategy games, and today we're going to play Farlanders. Now, I played this game a very long time ago, when it was just like super early on, and now it has come out on Steam into full release. Now, the game has a campaign, free play, sandbox, and a daily challenge. The sandbox and daily challenge are coming in the first update. We're going to be playing the free play because the campaign is a little bit... It's a little slow in the sense that there is like the first few campaigns are like tutorial-ish, so I think if you just go to the regular scenario, I'll be able to show you off the game a little bit more. So let's start with the Pioneers of Caves Agriculture. Company that grows plant-based meat on Earth is expanding to Mars because those two things are extremely related. Help them set up a colony and get their food production going. You'll have access to a very small piece of land but has a deep network of underground caves. We need to build 20 hydroponic farms, 20 hydroponic farms by turn 115 and 20 hydroponic farms by turn 100 in the winter. So let's just start. Alright, so first thing you want to do is you want to build your base. You want to build it somewhere near minerals. So this is actually a great spot because there's a lot of empty space here. So I think we're going to start it by building it over here. Next, I need to immediately build a landing spot because that's what the people will use to sort of get in here. Then I want to build two houses. I'm going to build them like this. And then I'm also going to build a wind turbine. So wind turbine gets a bonus depending on how close it is to a mountain. So we're just going to place it here because it gets a bonus from one mountain. And we have a power line connection. Next, we need to build a factory so that we can get some resources because every time we build something costs us resources. So right now, I'm going to connect it with a tunnel to the main building. But later on, we might want to remove the tunnels and instead build other buildings because if they're a building, it's essentially a tunnel connection. We don't have enough people here to make this work, but that's okay. Up here, you can see my resources. You can see my energy, water, food, refined materials, and glass. Now, the food and water we're right now getting through through Earth, but we're going to need to figure out our own production of water. So I think what I'm going to get is water condenser, which needs to be connected with pipes, but I could build it here, for example. And just make a pipe connection like this, which means that I'm now getting +2 water just from this. Here, this is fertile soil, so this would allow us to build some greenhouses, but it's very far. We do have a frozen lake here, so if we could unfreeze it, we could potentially have some greenhouses in this area as well. Now at this point, we're just going to end our turn. So this, and you can see that next time we're going to get some people and ability to terraform. Terraforming is a big part of the game. So we want to make sure that we handle it. So we're getting 10 people. 5 of them will go work inside the factory over here. So we're going to get some resources as well. We're going to get 40 refined materials. We have also now unlocked the technology tree. Now our objective is to build 20 hydroponic farms, which I actually know is down here in underground farming. So we're going to start off by getting... I think we'll begin by getting scouting, which will give us anomaly research camp and a scanner. So this is going to allow us to do some stuff. Now, what is this here? It's terraforming. So terraforming allows you to, I can build a mountain, and this sand thing allows me to fill up, it allows me to fill up a spot. So for example, I could place a mountain somewhere or fill up a spot. So for example, here, there's this hole. So let's say that I don't want to have a hole here. So what I can do is I can simply fill this up. So I can try to fill this to a normal like rock spot. And I could potentially turn this hole into water. So if you can see that now there are 2 holes. If I build this has turned into a water. So now the wind turbine is now on a fertile soil, which isn't that interesting, but we could potentially destroy it. And then this is a spot. This is a wasteland. We can't quite build on it yet, but we can turn it into... you can place wires and pipes through here. So for example, we could remove the stuff there and we could potentially change it to something nicer later if need be. Now I did just unlock a scanner and an anomaly research camp. So the anomaly research camp, so we have for example debris here, which gives me electronics. But the problem is how are we going to get access there? It needs to be connected with power lines and a tunnel so that the people can get towards it. I can't really build a tunnel there right now. Now scanner, what does scanner do? Scans the surrounding for points of interest, including resources, anomalies, and underground passages. That doesn't seem to be particularly interesting right now, because we have the whole like map unlocked. So what I'm thinking is we need to figure out our food situation. So we can either try to wait 2 more turns till we get more terraforming, but then we'll lose quite a lot of food. Or I could just build a greenhouse here and then connect it with pipes, which will be pretty expensive. Now the thing is, the greenhouse cost me 20. I only have 58. Now how much would the pipes, the greenhouse need to be connected with pipes and power and a tunnel. So the tunnel would cost 32 just to get there. So we're not going to do it this turn. We'll just try to wait and see what happens. Actually, could have built more habitats. That's okay. So that's what we'll do first. We'll build some more habitats for people. So we're going to build a habitat here and there. So now we can get up to 20 people. Now we do have 1 more research. So I could also get water extraction. Since I have the lake, I could just use a water pump potentially. So let's actually get that. I could get a water pump over here. I don't know if they can get through there without a tunnel. No, it doesn't need a tunnel. So let's build this because we don't need the fertile soil around this. So it just needs to be connected with reinforced pipe, which we can do easily like this. So this is now giving us, so now we have like a huge amount of water. We don't need to worry about water ever. We could even try to demolish this because we have so much water that we don't need the other thing. So we solved our water problem. We still need to worry about how we're getting the food. So I'm actually going to build the greenhouse here. I can't use it yet because but next time I'm going to get 40 refined minerals, so I could connect it up this way with some of the pipes at least to get some stuff going, and then we could build potentially up to 4 greenhouses in this area. Now we also have a space for a lot more people, so I think we're just going to go till next, and we're going to take 10 more people. So we're going to start losing food at this point because we have so many people. But that's okay, because instead, see, we're losing 10 food per turn and we're gaining 22 water, but that's okay because I can connect it up. Now, TNT is super important because it allows me to destroy mountains. We also have sand, which would allow me to fill this up. However, keep in mind that the way this gets filled is that this will just be like harsh terrain like here. So that becomes a little bit of a problem because we then have to get rid of it. I could also, for example, use shovels here, which will allow me to turn this sort of destroyed terrain into regular terrain, which would be useful. So the thing is where we want to go next. I could fill this whole area with sand so that later on I can expand in this direction. Like next time when I get a shovel, I could potentially expand in this direction. Yeah, let's do that. So right now this is a bad terrain, but then we can turn it into a better one later. Now, right now, what I need to do is I need to build those pipes. It's just right. Wait, not pipes, tunnels. Sorry. So this is a tunnel. And this needs power also. A power line. Oh. So we have a bit of a shortage. So I can actually turn off the power for this water pump a little bit. We will lose some food this turn, but next turn I can build another wind turbine somewhere here to get that bonus. So that's okay. So right now we don't have enough to connect it with the power line, which is a little bit sad. But we can do it next time, so I think we're good. So let's just wait 1 more turn. Out of power, which is fine. And we got our resources. So let's connect this up with the power line. And I need to build another wind turbine. Get a 2 bonus like this. This seems to increase the benefit of the wind turbine next to me, but I will need to connect it, which I think... Do I need to connect it? No, so we're actually now getting power. But remember, this is still at 50%, so we're going to have to turn this back up to full later on. Oh, this also needs to be connected with water pipes. Okay, thankfully water pipes are fairly cheap. So we should be getting no electricity. Yes, we'll be getting electricity next turn because we now have 2 wind turbines. So this one's giving me 4. This one's giving me 3, so that's a 7. So we get 17 total and we're using 16. Ooh, but are we using it? Let's put it at 50% as well. What if we turn this off temporarily, the water, and we'll turn this on 100%? If I turn this one off, why can I use this one? I want this to go at like full power. Well, I can set this somehow like this. I don't have enough for the next wind turbine, so we'll just go. We will not take any people. Okay. And I need to build a second wind turbine. I'll build it here. Better off like this. Okay, now we're getting power, so now we should be able to click on this to just working. There's shortage again. We get 1 from the greenhouse and 4 from the water pump. So if I use you for 100%, still can't do that. Okay. There's so many more. Okay, but what we could do here, potentially, we could turn this into a mountain to give a bonus to this wind turbine. So now we're getting even more. So can the greenhouse now go into full power? Yes. So we're getting 0 per turn. Okay, I don't think so. We'll turn off the water one more time. Doesn't seem to be activating in that sense over there. We'll see what happens. Okay, I'll do half power just so I get some energy, and hopefully next turn this will fix itself. Okay, now we get some energy. That's good. And I think we'll still need more wind turbines. Just a bit irritating because there's like so many already. Okay, but this is great. This gives us a huge bonus. So now this can go at full power and this can go at full power. And we're not losing, but we're not gaining. Because we're getting 15, 23, and we're using 16 for houses. And then 10... Oh, we do have a shortage a little bit still. Okay, I'll put the pump house to like 50% of power. Because then we don't have a shortage, we're just at 0. Oh, but we're still losing on food. So we're actually gonna need one more. So I'm gonna need one more greenhouse. So I first need one more wind turbine. And then next term, I will build one more. Now that we finally have power, I can build one more greenhouse. So I actually don't have enough of these materials yet to get that. Did I not move the turn? I thought I moved the turn ahead. Let's do it now. Oh, I clicked return, so I didn't move the turn. Yeah, we're just gonna do it. Let's get 0 people, and we're gonna build a second greenhouse. Now we're finally getting some power, so we're good. And we can easily build our second greenhouse, which will give us a bonus and gives us enough food. So now we're at 0 with food, so we're not gaining, we're not losing. We're getting 10 from the base and 5 and 5 from the greenhouses. So I think we just need another one. So I'm gonna build just a third. So now we're getting plenty of food. So now we could probably also build one more habitat, but then we'll again run out of power. So we gotta be a little bit careful about that. Now we do have the TNT, so we could blow some mountains, or we could just shovel things. So for example, like I said, I can clear this space out And this would allow me to go closer towards the... Wait, what if I do it like this? No, the last thing has to be a mountain. So I could clear out these two spaces. It won't be super helpful, but it will get us moving a little bit. Is that worth it? Or I can blow these two mountains. Let's do that. And then we need to clear this entire area. Now we're getting everything except for power. So we're gonna need even more wind turbines, which is... Come on guys, so many wind turbines. Wind turbines, sorry. I don't know, I keep saying that wrong. Okay, so we got 45, so I definitely can get more people and more wind turbines. So we're gonna build a fourth one here. And I also want to build a greenhouse number 4. And now we could actually get away with some extra people. Now I can't build a habitat yet, but upon next time we're going to be able to do so. But I actually think that this is a good time to end the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, write down in the comments. And you can click on the right towards some other game that we play on this channel. See you there.